No bull, baby. Ah, time to talk supplements, right? So for some of you guys, maybe either A, you've been living off of supplements for a little while, and we need to address that in this process of you guys cutting out and getting on top of your guys' routine. Or maybe you're just like, okay, Joe, I'm going to be cutting out a lot of other things right now during this No Bull challenge, and I need to understand where supplements fit in. So we are here right now in East Boca at our crew NutriShop. The guys are probably hiding from you guys right now in the video, but we wanted to give you guys some things that maybe are better choices for you if you're going to keep supplements in your routine. So again, if you feel like you've really been reliant upon that, you're not eating enough food, you're eating bars and shakes and everything else all day long, I understand it's convenient, but maybe that's the sacrifice that you need to be making during this challenge to get back in control. Guys, as for supplements in general, there's absolutely nothing wrong with supplements, right? For many of you guys, they've probably been a beneficial part of your process when it comes to health and fitness so far. But what we want you guys to keep in mind is they are supplemental, right? It's something to be added in to what you're doing. And the whole focus of the No Bull Challenge, especially nutritionally, is to make sure that you are focusing on food, right? Eating real whole food for the majority of the nutrients and energy that you guys are getting in. So when you look at the supplements, it's not just about the sweeteners and the other things in there, but it's like everything, right? We talk about throughout shopping the perimeter when it comes to going and buying your food, and just keeping in mind that anything, many of these things are also a little bit more processed. Not bad, right? I'm not saying, oh my gosh, they're terrible for you, but during the No Bull Challenge, we want you to be a little stricter on yourself and try to pare some of that stuff out. And then we'll talk about how to go about it long term. So I'm going to leave that up to you. You have to self-analyze where you're at with that and say, okay, cool, maybe I need to give that up. Maybe I need to set my limit and I'm going to have one a day, something like that. If you're going to keep it in your diet, and again, there's a choice. It's not mandatory. I think some of you guys, it would be good. But if you are going to keep some of this stuff in, let's try to make some better choices, all right? So you've got some options. Some of you guys have probably already been taking some of the products here at NutriShop anyways. So I kind of want to just differentiate and tell you like your level of cleanness to a little bit less clean and see what you guys want to do with it, all right? So as far as BCAAs, branched chain amino acids, if you guys have more questions about what this is, we can address that. But for those who are or are not taking BCAAs, again, great for helping you maintain muscle mass as you guys might be trying to lose body fat. Makes your water taste better, all kinds of good things about it. But I need you guys to pay attention, right? Does this have sucralose? Is this sweetened with stevia? These, again, are kind of the choices that you individually get to make on how clean are you going to be during No Bull. Now, what does the research say out there about sucralose and artificial sweeteners? Well, some places say it's going to give you cancer. Other research says, that's not out there yet. It's like everything, right? You can find stuff on both sides, but it's up to you. How much do you want to put into your body and how much do you want to sacrifice during these 30 days? So I don't think it's that big of a sacrifice. If you are going to keep it in, you've got some options here. Eat the Bear is one of their brands at NutriShop, as well as Stance, but Stance, only the lemonade flavor is going to be sweetened with stevia. So maybe a more natural sweetener for some of you guys. You all may have your opinions, and that's fine. We can debate that and talk about that on the comments in this video as well. But here's two options for you if you are going to do it. I would recommend, if you're keeping it in, go with either of these for your BCAAs. And Joe, it doesn't taste as good. Suck it up, Buttercup. I don't care. This is the No Bull Challenge, right? No BS. Sometimes you have to sacrifice a little bit of that, right? That's what it's all about. Think about it as fuel, not just like, ooh, I want to celebrate and have things that taste all the time, right? So there's your options. When it comes to proteins, you also have NutriBio is another one that's also stevia. So there's your three options. You got plenty there for BCAAs. When it comes to protein, again, nothing wrong with normal food, right? Joe, do I need these? Not necessarily, especially maybe not during this program. But again, if you just have a convenience factor that you need to address, or you're not getting enough in your diet, maybe you don't eat meat or other things, that's okay. So your options, if you want to go with something that is stevia sweetened and does not have sucralose, then maybe take a try with some protein that is plant-based, all right? So Orgain. This is a good option for you guys. From what I hear about the guys, they say here it doesn't taste too bad either. So, maybe a little different if you're used to a whey protein, especially one that's with a little bit more sweetener. But if you are going to keep that sucralose in your diet, again, maybe you should try without it. But if you are, then these are probably two of your best options here at NutriShop, right? Your protein synthesis. So this one does have a mixture of protein types. It's not just whey isolate. Nothing wrong with that at all. I just found that some people, if you don't do really well with whey digestively, sometimes the isolate, versus the concentrate may be a little bit better for you. So those are your options. Guys, if you have other questions when it comes to supplements, we are saying try to cut out the pre-workouts. Try to cut out some of the other crap that you might be throwing in your body. You know, try to cut out some of the fat burners right now, okay? Not to say there aren't benefits of those products, but during this challenge, guys, we want you guys to kind of pare it down. We want to get down to the essentials because that's what NoBull is all about.